5. So we often talk about fun ways to spend time as a family on this show, but today we're zeroing in on that bond between parents and teens, or tweens as they're called, and sharing cool activities you can do together. Jamie Cook with the Instagram page Wander and Scout is here to share 4 fun adventures to try out this summer with your teenage kids. It's so great to see you.
Fun to be here.
So what inspired you to take on the older age?
Well, here's the thing. I have one boy, he's 10 and a half, and then I've got 3 little girls.
Right.
And so much of what we do is tailored toward the little ones. And I find myself not having those bonding experiences with Bryson, my oldest, as much. So this summer, I'm like, let's put it on the bucket list. Let's do fun adventures with Bryson specifically. So that's what we've done.
First of all, it should be said that he's a good guy to go along. He's a good little guy to go along with the park trips, right? And the splash pads. But I love that you're able to cater this idea to him. And you do put together a bucket list every summer for your family to tackle. So he was excited to see these items on that list.
It's been fun, really fun for both of us.
Good. Okay, I'm going to jump in. All of these look like a blast. Class ropes course in Provo. Take us there first.
I just want to rave about this place. It's a family-run business. They've been in business for 24 years. It's just like out west Provo, out by the Provo airport, if you even knew there was a Provo airport. And they've got team building experiences, they've got a zip line, they've got these ropes courses. It was so much fun. So basically we went for, it's like a 2-hour tour. If you take a group, you've got to take a group pretty much, because you need at least 7 kids.
Okay.
And it's $79 for 7 kids. So if you have 8 or more kids, it's $13 a kid for 2 hours.
Super affordable.
So affordable. So great for like a family reunion. Great for what we did was I took my nieces and nephews. I was trying very hard to win the Aunt of the Year award.
Jamie does take Award of the Year. That's fantastic.
And but for like a youth night or family reunion, like it's just a birthday party. It's a great place, and they did these team building experiences. So we were really working together, laughing, struggling, trying to figure out how to conquer some of these challenges together. So it was very fun.
Well, 2 thoughts come to mind. First of all, parenting expert Heather Johnson, who comes on our show frequently, always says those team building games and activities, there is nothing better than to build the character and the values that you want in your kids through those fun activities.
Yes.
And then I'm thinking of relationship coach Matt Townsend, who always tells us that, you know, men like to bond through action, speaking to the husband and wife connection. But I have to imagine those little guys were bonding as they were out physically participating in this activity.
Totally. We had to do this sort of challenge where there's these 5 stumps, and you had to use these boards to get to all 5 stumps. You had to get your whole team there. And Bryson and I are stuck on one stump together, and we're just cracking up. And I was looking at him and more like, we're like friends, we're like peers instead of the nagging mom. So it was fun to break out of our typical role and just do something collaborative.
Oh, I love
together.
that. I love that. All right, next on your list, you went extreme tubing at the Olympic Park. I've always wanted to do that.
Oh my gosh. So the first time I saw this, I was like, I will never.
Were you terrified?
Ever. Yes.
And you're adventurous, I have to say.
I'm adventurous. And we did, we're going to talk about some of the other things we did. We did some other kind of scary things. This one was like, you know, the deep breathing, the heart palpitations.
Yes.
So much fun though. And Bryson did it too. So for this one, they've got to be 10 and up.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, my heart's palpitating just looking at this video.
There. And it's different than a roller coaster. In a roller coaster, you're strapped in, but like you're just free falling down that thing.
Jamie, you have new street cred in my eyes. Look at you, cool mom extraordinaire.
Oh, thanks. So for this one, it's $25, and you can do 2 runs down the run, and it's fun because it takes a little while. So you take the ski lift up, you wait in line, you ride down, and then you take the ski lift up again. So it's kind of like, it takes a little more time than say just the, what's that bobsled one called? You know, the Olympic,
the Alpine slide.
Yeah, that's fun too, but this is a little bit different. It takes a little more time, and so I feel like you kind of get your money's worth.
Yeah.
And it is a rush, for sure.
I'm like stressed out for you just watching the footage again and again. That'll be on replay though. We're so proud of you. Okay, next on your list, you took on the zip line.
The zip line up at Sundance. This was cool. So there's several different zip lines that you can do. We did the Bear Claw, which was a 2,000, basically over 2,000 feet drop.
Oh my gosh.
And it was fantastic. No, like, not that scary though, just like that fun rush and exhilaration.
It's amazing how secure you do feel in the harness when you're ziplining. I haven't done the Sundance zipline in particular, but ziplining in general, I'm always amazed at how secure you feel. So was Bryson okay with it?
Yeah, he was great.
Loved it?
They did a little test run down a smaller one, and it was so fun. And you take, it's so beautiful up at Sundance.
Oh, you can't beat it.
You're gonna take that ski lift all the way up, so you can be on the lift with your child, chatting, kind of like talking about things that maybe you wouldn't be talking about at home.
There's something about getting outside of themselves. Yes. I think that pushes the conversation even.
Definitely. Completely agree with that.
Oh, and Sundance, you can't beat that scenery. Look at that. Gorgeous.
And so the thing about this is it's a little pricier. Anything up at Sundance is pricier, but I kind of viewed it as like, this is a staycation. We didn't have to pay for the flights. We didn't have to pay for the hotel.
Right.
We can go and have this one really special kind of staycation adventure. So it's like $49 if you do the full moon tour.
Okay.
And that's a nighttime one. It's a special one. So that's the cheapest option, but I guess it's really cool to do it at night under the full moon. Or we did the Maverick, which was $69 a person.
Fun, fun. All right, how are your horseback riding skills?
Well, they're just on par now.
They were put to the test in this next activity. You went horseback riding where?
So we did it up at Sundance, but it's through Rocky Mountain Outfitters.
Okay.
They also have a location in Midway. And they did such a great, I mean, it was so cool. It just so beautiful up there. Bryson was insistent that he doesn't like horses. He didn't want to horseback ride. And we go up there, you couldn't wipe the smile off his face.
Oh, yay.
He's like, I love horses, Mom. I was wrong, I love them. So we did a 2-hour trail that went up to Stewart Falls up by Sundance.
Cool.
And you go through aspen trees and there's these vistas and it was just spectacular.
I know we're focusing on tweens and teens. We did this as a family, my family, several years back at Antelope Island.
Oh, cool.
There's something so quaint about it, isn't it? You're just clomping along. That's not even a word. I just made it up. As a family, soaking in the scenery, you feel so, I don't know, Annie, get your gun on.
Yes, totally. And you know what? It's interesting you mentioned that because the first time I went horseback riding was with my grandmother up by Beaver Mountain, up in sort of your neck of the woods, up in Logan. And it was kind of one of those experiences that I always kept with me. It was one of my favorites. And I probably was 9 or 10 when I went.
Remember.
And I remembered it and I loved it. So it was fun to get to take my own kid up there.
Okay, I love that you did this and I love that you're inspiring us to do this. Still a couple weeks on most school schedules to get some fun in.
Yes.
What a way to do it.
It was great.
Jamie shares adventures like this all of the time on your Instagram page, Wander and Scout. What's coming up for the next few months?
Oh gosh, are you gonna put me on the spot like that?
Sorry, there's always fun to look forward to.
You know, like I love fall and I'm so obsessed with it. So
Fall's your jam.
Fall is my jam. Love summer too, but we're gonna have all sorts of fun stuff on there.
We'll direct you over to Wander and Scout on Instagram for more great family fun ideas. Always good to see you. Thank you.